Good morning, guys. Hi from Sundar. I was thinking of posting a video today about many frequently asked questions about eye care in Corona. So I was just going through the Google websites and I found out lots of people have asked uh, many questions regarding the kind of eye problems and the kind of care to be taken during Corona times. So this is just an informal video just made for my friends, close friends, uh, who are not in the medical field, obviously, so who will benefit by listening to this short video of mine. So first, people worry about eye care during these times is whether you can get corona through the eyes. Yes, it is a proven fact that eye is also one mode of spread of coronavirus. If you get directly exposed to the droplets of sneeze or cough from a patient who already has corona, who may be symptomatic or may be asymptomatic also. So that is why you are very important to maintain social distancing. Even if you are wearing a mask and if you are not without a protective wear for your eyes, there is it's a minimal chance, but there is a chance that there can be a spread through the eyes. So when you get exposed to corona patients, uh, what should you do? You should be on a protective wear. So if you are going to visit your relatives or close relations, you should be on a gear in the sense the protective gear, the PPE kit, what they are telling you, with the eye protection. So it could be a shield or goggles which can cover. Your normal spectacles may not be that useful, but goggles with the side cover, like the diving glasses or the welding glasses, something like that. So it's a very rare situation, but if that is the case, then it is important that you have a protective gear for your eyes. Then the next frequently asked question is about contact lenses. What should we do if we are a contact lens wearer, whether it is safe to wear contact lenses during these times, and how to maintain or prevent any contamination and things like that. You can wear contact lenses. There is no absolute contraindication for wearing a contact lens. Only thing is you should be very careful when you're removing and placing the contact lenses with contaminated hands. So you come from your grocery shopping and then immediately you go to your bedroom, and along with your change of attire you try to change your glasses without washing your hands. Or so what has to be followed is you first keep your hands very clean with soap, wash with soap, and also the skin around the lids has to be cleaned properly. Have a nice face wash or with the lid wash, and then you can remove or apply your contact lenses. It's not an issue, and sharing the lenses is not at all advisable, so please don't do that. If you I've seen many people sharing cosmetic lenses. If it is of different powers, usually power lenses are not shared, but cosmetic lenses I've seen are shared between people. So that please don't do that. Even in normal times, we don't advise that. So be careful when you're sharing the lenses. Then the other important question which is going around is whether you're safe to go and have a eye checkup at this time. I would say yes, definitely yes. All eye hospitals and institutions are open for your care. So you can go without any hesitation, get your eyes checked. If you have broken your glasses, if you have an eye problem, eye issue, if you want to get yourself treated, there is no need to wait. Even surgeries are being done, elective surgeries, so you can go and consult an ophthalmologist. Unlike some other specialties where during corona times they have been advised not to have a consultation. Here it's not the case. You can go and have a consultation. All eye care facilities have been given proper guidelines and SOPs to take care of you. So they usually, most of them follow all these guidelines because the optometrist and the ophthalmologist have to come very close to your face for any kind of eye examination. So all precautions are taken. So they have a shield on the slit lamp, and they have equipments and instruments which are sanitized to be used. And what should you do on your part? Definitely wear masks. All eye care facilities require you to wear a mask. You may not even be able to consult a doctor without a mask, for the same reason that you are going to get very close to the doctor's face or the optometrist's face. So to avoid spread either ways, so you should be on a mask. I would even suggest a double mask, because it's a hospital atmosphere. You never know, the slit lamps being exposed to what kind of patients before you. And although after every patient, the slit lamp and other equipments are sanitized with sterilium and alcohol solutions. So be careful from your side also, and maintain distances, maintain social distance wherever you are in the hospital. Please don't get close to people there. And sitting is not a problem, but make sure you don't contact yourself with the seat. Don't touch them, and even if you touch them, don't touch your nose or mouth after touching those places. Just keep avoiding adjusting your mask or touching your nose and things like that till you get home, and wash your hands. So that is the only precaution you need to take. Maintain social distancing, wear the masks, and don't touch your face when you are inside the hospital till you reach the house, and wash your hands. And one more important point, don't use the toilets in the hospitals as far as possible. Even if you do, wash your hands immediately after using the toilets. So that's it as far as the precautions are concerned. And the next frequently asked question is, how does the eye get involved in the sense, how does it show? What are the symptoms of eye involvement in corona patient? Usually there is nothing as an indicator for corona in the eye, but there are some patients who have been reported with pink eyes or conjunctivitis, what they say, the viral involvement of the white structure you see, which is the slimy layer on top of the sclera, which is called as the conjunctiva. So what you usually see as conjunctivitis, viral conjunctivitis, or the Madras eye, or the just a similar kind of picture. You will have watery eyes and soreness and a little bit of gritty sensation. all those discomfort. So if you have red eyes or pink eyes, then definitely look for other symptoms of corona. So like body pain and fever. So mostly if the eye gets involved, and later on you get these symptoms usually, but not necessarily. So you can get the other way around also. So if you have a combination of these symptoms with eye involvement, please get yourself tested and for coronavirus. So this is the actual form. So now there are lots of queries on mucormycosis, which is a fungal involvement of the eye. Even normal patients have started, panicking with normal eye symptoms. They feel it's mucormycosis. No need to panic at all. So, normal patients usually don't get mucormycosis. It's all reported only in corona patients who have been treated for a long period of time with all the drugs, and the cause for mucormycosis is they say is the immunosuppression per se. The virus itself causes immunosuppression of the body, and that is the reason for the other causes which have been enumerated are steroids and the contamination of the oxygen delivery apparatus, but nothing has been concretely proven so far. So, but good thing is there is treatment available. So antifungal treatments are started, and if they are identified very early, the treatment is also very easy. So that the doctors will do. So you don't have to worry about it. Normal patients who are sitting at home, even if you have symptoms of corona, don't panic. If you get little bit of soreness and grittiness of the eyes, it is not mucormycosis. Mucormycosis is a different kind of eye involvement which happens later in stage, and the symptoms are severe eye pain and eye swelling, and mostly it's because of the fungus which is in the air, which gets seated in the sinuses and then gets infected because of immunosuppression, and then it can spread to your brain also. It is a severe problem. It is not to be ignored. So usually found as normal black discolorations around the nostrils. That is how it starts, and then it spreads inside. So the doctors are very alert these days, and so they can easily pick out the eye involvement and treat the patient. So I've started getting queries even from my family members who have just got burning sensation and watering and little bit of eye symptoms. The old people who are they really get panicked these days and ask me if it is something to do with mucormycosis. No, it's not because of mucormycosis. That is totally a different scenario. So this was an important point I wanted to stress. And the last thing is about eye care in children during these times due to increased screen time. So this has been a very fascinating subject these days, and it's been in the rounds for quite a while. But see, we have to take the condition under consideration, and you can't say don't allow children screen time and keep them. They need the screen time. You can't avoid it anymore. So we doctors ourselves are exposed to so much of screen time. Even eye care professionals sit in front of the laptops and iPhones, and we do use them, but with precautions. With precautions in the sense, see, all these exposure to rays and things like that, it's a different subject altogether, which I can elaborate in a different video later on. But at present, if your kids are on, if your children are on mobiles and laptops, just ask them to blink frequently. in between. Just put a stick note on the screen top if they are laptops. But remind yourself remind your kids to keep blinking. The very important side effect, or the common side effect, is dry eyes. So you want to avoid dry eyes, because dry eyes has become a very significant menace these days in the youth of I would say wherever, not only our country but everywhere. So because they are exposed to so many gadgets, and I personally see at least 15 to 20 patients a day who come with dry eyes. Imagine the amount of, but we give them drops and solutions, and just send them away, because that is the only thing which can make dry eyes better symptomatically, but it will not treat the dry eyes. So only thing is prevention. So reduce the screen time, keep blinking, and follow the 20-20 rule, as most of you must be knowing. Every 20 minutes stare something at a distance for 20 seconds every 20 minutes. Okay. That should be followed very frequently. So even if it is practically not possible every 20 minutes, at least every half an hour or 45 minutes, just take a break and focus at something distance. That's, they say, the 20 feet away. That's the next 20. So try to do that and reduce your side effects. And one more important side effect of screen time is alteration of your sleep cycle. Your sleep cycle, or the sleep cycle in children, is getting affected because of watching screens close to your bedtime. So that has to be avoided. So 2 to 3 hours before sleep, all gadgets switched off. If it is not, in adults maybe, if it is not avoidable, then use a goggle which has the protection for all these Blu-ray glasses and things like that, which can because hormonal disturbances due to exposure of the ultra blue, whatever blue rays, has been proven, and people have seen that it alters the hormones which are necessary for proper sleep. So if that is affected, then your sleep cycles are affected, and children start sleeping during the day without sleeping properly at night, and then it affects their studies and education and things like that. So that has to be avoided. So that is the thing behind long screen time. So how much time is allowed for children? That's all debatable, and lot of papers, lot of researchers keep recommending different hours for different ages, and maybe for kindergarten, for preschool, please totally avoid them. After preschool or play school, maybe 2 to 3 hours a day. And for adults and for adolescent teen age, there is no actual timing as such, but whatever the timing you follow these precautions, so that you don't, the exposure automatically comes down and your eye is not getting symptoms. So this is all I would say, and we can discuss other things maybe in another video, because the video is getting longer. You may not be interested in listening to me more. So have a nice Sunday, guys. And more queries, please do send me on my WhatsApp. I will try to segregate on all your eye queries, segregate them into topics, and then try to club them together and give you another video like this, if you are interested, obviously. So bye, guys.